My name is Abdullahi Nasir. I work with Agricultural Research Council of Nigeria, and I'm the focal officer for ASTI project in Nigeria. ASTI data had positive impact because first, from the survey, from the output of ASTI data, we can see that there are a lot of gaps needed for manpower. Output of ASTI is really impacting on the reform process Agricultural Research Council of Nigeria is going through to be in line with best practices of what is obtainable all over the world and to move agricultural research forward. The management felt there is need for us to have a paradigm shift to move to a managing council in the like of ICA in India and BRAPA in Brazil, etc. like that. So a set of consultants were commissioned to bring up a strategy document for this purpose. And I am aware of the fact that my executive secretary had cause to call me to avail the current fact sheets, regional synthesis report, and so many other ASTI documents for the committee to use a matter of in the course of developing that strategy. Yeah, the consultants need to, while in the course of drawing up the strategy document, they need information on what is the status quo so that they can make justification for this reform process. So, and within the National Agricultural Research Institute, under the purview of the council, we held a planning meeting last year, trying to look at ways we could institutionalize the ASTI survey round, because we are looking at, in the long run, what about if funding stops from the ends of ASTI? So it means it's going to die down? No. So we want to begin to look at a way that we could begin to institutionalize this process so that subsequently, and even in the long run, we'll begin to have funding from our national budget to run this. Recall that the last focal officer of ASTI project in Nigeria today is a distinguished senator of Federal Republic of Nigeria. He is a member of the Senate Committee on Agriculture, and he doubles as the Senate spokesman of this 8th Assembly. Fortunately, being a focal officer and a researcher himself, he's been a very wonderful ambassador of ASTI output anywhere he had. I have my executive secretary, in person of Professor Abubakar Baba Yusuf. He's very wonderful, supportive, and he's receptive to a lot of dynamic ideas. So making people like that as champions, ASTI ambassadors, or what name you might call them, I think is going to propel them, is going to add value to them, and it makes them to work better. And some other people will look at this to emulate that when you work hard, it pays off. In the coming project, these key people will be very, very important for our work to succeed.